Welcome back to Minecraft Bingo. This is Fetchr 5.3. By knowing Einzern, it's time now for the 5 in a row bingo challenges. Let's generate a new card for the first of the 2 5 in a rows for this episode. We're trying to get bingo in a row, column, or diagonal in the quickest time possible. Spawn point looks good. We've got a Savannah Village. I see hay bales and terracotta. There's some warm ocean and some roof forest. I see a flowering azalea right there. And what do we have in the village other than wheat? We've got melons. And there's probably, there's an iron golem right there. We've also got the mangrove swamp. And the jungle looks like it does have melons and cocoa beans. We've got a warm ocean on this side with sea pickles and more savanna. Nothing in the water, though. I don't see geodes or ships. But it still looks like a pretty good spawn point. Let me look around this side here. Yeah, I don't see a ship, but we do have a lot going on over here with the village, so maybe it'll be fine without a shipwreck. We can get iron if we need it. Let's take a look at the card and see what we want to go for here for the quickest bingo time. Let's get rid of string. Closed eye blossom is not going to work. Neither is cherry grove. It's looking like we're going to need to do the left side column. Is there anything better? Maybe the diagonal is better? The diagonal would be better maybe if we could get the rabbit hide, but I don't have a really good desert for rabbit hunting. Is that a desert? Yeah, I don't think so. And the rabbit hide, we would probably need more than one desert to make that work, more than one rabbit hunting biome. And we don't have one, so let's not do that. The diagonals are out. We're going to do the left side column. So we need a hay bale, jungle sapling, the muddy mangrove root, 2 diamonds, and an emerald. So we're going to loot the emerald or trade wheat to the villagers for emeralds, whatever we can do first. We chop jungle trees for the sapling, and then muddy mangrove root from the mangrove swamp. Hay bale is right there, and the hard part's going to be the 2 diamonds, because I don't see a blacksmith house, which means we actually have to go underground and mine them ourselves. But we can get iron for the pickaxe right there from the iron golem. Let's get started with this challenge and see how quickly we can get all 5 items on the left side column for bingo, and it starts now. Let's go this way. There are some places to dig down for diamonds, so it might not be too bad. I need a tree. I don't even have... I guess we'll just start in the jungle, since we need the jungle sapling. I'm also going to need more hay bales, probably. I kind of doubt that there's an emerald in any of the loot chests, but there could be. There could be. How much wheat is that? Yeah, that should be enough for 1 emerald. Here, let's go up here. Oh, there's an armadillo here, too. Does that change anything, though, really? Okay, no emeralds here. I'll take the food. I don't need the bundle. Give me more hay bale. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I need a villager to trade with. And who's it going to be? And I also need to start punching a tree to get some tools crafted. So let's just stop for a moment and do that. I was going to wait, but I don't think we should wait. Furnace, let's see. No, I shouldn't need a furnace for anything. So I don't think we have to worry about that, right? There's nothing to smelt on the card. The iron golem is right there. We'll get to him in just a moment, and then we'll trade for the emerald. Let's make these logs into planks. I need a crafting table and sticks. And then let's go over here where there's some stone and get some tools going. I need a pickaxe, I need a boat, and I need doors. I hear a cat. Okay, let's go here. I don't need that much cobblestone, just enough for all of my tools, right? So 7. And no extra stone on the card. So pretty quick setup here. Let's craft those tools now. I probably didn't even really need the pick. We could just go straight to the iron pickaxe, but I'm not going to regret crafting that, I think. Let's go up here. I do need more wood, but we'll grab the iron first. Where did he go? There he is. Oh, I don't have any blocks to stack up. Okay, hold on. I'll grab 3 dirt. And then where do we want to pull this guy? I need him to be maybe here? Yeah, this seems okay so far. And then, do I need to make my own composter? Or is there going to be a farmer already in the village? I've only checked 2 houses so far. And neither one had an emerald. Okay, we did get enough iron, of course. I knew we would for the pick. So let's make that now. And let's see. Jungle sapling. Let's start working on that. What's in this house? Nothing. Just a bed. I think we're gonna have to make a composter. This house right here has a chest. Could have an emerald in it. No, it doesn't. Okay, give me this, and then you can have these. I think we're gonna have to make a composter, which means I need more wood. One of these villagers right here, doing nothing, I think will take this profession. But we should quickly make it so that we can get moving, because we still have a lot left to do. All right, make the composter, and then I'll just place that down here. And now we need to start working on the jungle sapling if we can. Can one of you take this profession? Yes, thank you, Mr. Farmer, and I will take that emerald, sir. See you later. All right, muddy mangrove root, jungle sapling. Let's start with jungle sapling. So hopefully, oh, that was very quick. Okay, and then it's off to the mangrove swamp. Things are going all right for now. Don't have any complaints. Muddy mangrove root, and then we go underground for the diamonds. And there's a good spot to go underground. Right here, I think. It goes kind of low. Could be better, honestly, but we'll make it work. And then muddy mangrove root is... Why don't I see it? Right there. Okay, and then I don't need this, I don't need this, and let's go back to the water. And we're just going to go straight down. We should have enough time, if we can get low enough, to grab some diamonds. Is this as low as it goes? And no lower? Alright, it looks like this is all we get. Alright, let's not take any drown damage, and we'll just dig straight down from here. Okay, this looks good, actually. It does go lower here. I see iron and redstone. That's a good sign. Now we just need to spot some diamonds. Okay, there's a zombie. Very nice. Why is it so bright down here? Just from the lava, I guess. And still looking for diamonds. I don't see any more low cave. There is redstone and lapis, but it looks like we're going to need to go even deeper. This ravine is quite nice, though. Where should we go down? Just right here? Okay, our Y level is only at 0, so we may have to go quite deep for the diamonds, but if we're lucky, we'll just mine right into 2, and then we can craft the diamond hoe and we'll be done. Wishful thinking, maybe. But we're already at 6 minutes, so we need to try to speed this up a bit. It'll still be a good run if we can come in somewhere around 7. 7 minutes, I would say, especially with the diamonds on the card. Everything else was pretty much handed to us. We had to work a little bit, I guess, for the emerald. But the village and surrounding biomes provided the rest. And we've got a quick pick here, thanks to the iron golem. So we're getting low very quickly, but I'm not going to be able to go much lower than this. Once we reach about 54, which is now, we'll just have to start strip mining. I could make a trapdoor, I guess, but let's just see if we have diamonds close. Well, we are running out of time now. So we're coming up on 7 minutes. I'll keep going for another minute or so. And then we might have to give up on the last item. Hopefully that's not the case. Let's make a couple holes this way. Okay, nothing there. Redstone is the first ore I've seen. at this level, but we had redstone way back up above Y level 0. So that's not too surprising. Let's just keep pushing forward here. I'm getting a little irritated that there's no diamonds yet, but actually we're still doing pretty good on time, considering. So let's just be a little bit more patient and we'll find the diamonds that we need. I don't really want to go through the gravel here, but we do have a shovel, so it won't take too long. And who knows, maybe we'll expose some blocks for diamonds here. Doesn't look good so far though. Yeah, it doesn't look good at all. But we did get past the gravel patch. And now we're at 8 minutes. There's more redstone. Aha, diamonds. That was lucky. I didn't really mean to mine there, but it looks like we can keep this episode after all. It went a little bit longer than expected, but 8 minutes and 15 seconds is fairly respectable, you know, given the diamond mining and all. I should have dug around for more diamonds, but let's go back to the lobby instead. And we'll start another 5 in a row challenge. Now let's generate a card for the second of the 2 5 in a row bingo challenges for this episode. We're still trying to get bingo in a row, column, or diagonal in the quickest time possible. We've got a cherry grove, but I don't see cherry wood, just the pink petals. So that's not great. We've got a swamp, and I see I see pumpkins, but I also see, what is that? A flowering azalea tree over there in the taiga. There's a mangrove swamp, so we can get mud. And there's a witch hut. The witch hut is probably not worth going for, I think. I don't think there's much value at the witch hut. We do have blue orchids, so we could get light blue dye for the bundle if we can get 1 leather, 1 string. But I don't even see sources for string at the moment. There are some rabbit hunting biomes. There's also a jungle with cocoa beans, and I see a desert with cactus, but I don't see anything in the ocean, and nothing beneath me in the caves, I think. I can't tell if there's dripstone or lush cave there. There should be dripstone somewhere, but I don't see it. Where would it be? Yeah, I don't see it exposed, but there should be some there. And then, of course, we've got the pumpkins we know about. And there is some leather there in the form of horses. I think that's it. I think we've looked at everything except the card. Let's see what we want to go for here for the quickest bingo time. Let's get rid of the egg. And sweet berries? We don't want to do sweet berries, right? I mean, there could be sweet berries there. I see firefly bush. I don't actually see any sweet berries, unfortunately. 2 flowering azalea. Yeah, I don't think we have them, so let's get them off the card. Firework rocket, probably not possible. Gold block is not great either. Bone block is out, and I kind of want to get rid of the redstone. Can we get rid of the redstone? We can get rid of that one. What about this one on the diagonal? Okay, we'll get rid of that one too. So what's it going to be? We can do the hanging roots, so that's a good thing. In fact, we might be able to do this row here, the second one from the bottom. Is that the best we can do? I guess if we had chickens, we could go for this one here, but I don't like rabbit hide either. And plus we would need 1 string, which is a problem. I think we're going to have to do this. Second row from the bottom, what do we need? We need a lot of iron, I see that, and a lot of smelting, so it's not going to be fast. But the ink sac will be easy, and so will the hanging roots, because we can get that over there from the flowering azalea. It does mean there's lush cave nearby as well, but I don't think we want to go for that. I don't even see lush cave item on the card. How much iron are we looking at? We've got 6 here. Plus 5 is 11, and then 13 for the lodestone. So we have to make a stone cutter, which means we need extra stone. 15, I think. Yeah, that seems right. So that's a lot of iron, and we don't have any iron help. A shipwreck would be great, but we'll have to be very lucky to find one. There are rabbit hunting biomes. We could try the left side column, but like I said, the string, I think, is going to give us some trouble. So let's just stick with the row, and we'll see how quickly we can get all 5 items for bingo. Very reliable, the row. Oh, I don't like this, though. How am I going to get out of here? I guess we'll go up and over. The other choice is to go down and around, which doesn't seem like the best option, but it could work. It could work. All right, that's what we'll do then. We'll go around. No trees here. Wow, the terrain is so bad. All right, it looks like we're not just going down, we're going way down, downtown. I don't want to fall down there either. Let's go this way. All right, we'll just wrap it around, I guess. There's some stone there. So let's pause for a moment. And we'll punch a tree, make tools, and then that way by the time we get to the flowering azalea, we'll at least have something ready to go. I do want 2 furnaces at least for this challenge because we have a lot of smelting to do. And we need a lot of extra stone as well. Only 4 logs from that tree. So let's grab a couple more. Eventually we do need to get out to the ocean, so that's probably where we will look for iron as well. If we can go down under the water low enough, we should be able to find a good place to get a bunch of iron easily. There was stone up here, I believe. That's what I'm looking for. Make a pick, and then I need a boat, and I need doors. We'll need all of these things later. I need more wood too, but we can wait until we get our stone done. And then I think since we have so much stone to mine, should go ahead and get that pickaxe right away. Yeah, that was a good idea. And now we just need enough stone for 2 furnaces, all the tools, and 15 extra for smelting. Yeah, that's a lot to ask. I don't even know what the total is. I guess I could math it up, but it's somewhere around half a stack. So let's at least get about 32, 33 stone, and then we should be fine. And we will find out if we have enough before we go, because I still need to do the crafting for the tools. I already made the pick, so that's a waste of stone. Let's see if we can do better. Okay, I need 2 furnaces. 3 would have been nice, but we'll stick with that. And then I need, yeah, it looks like I wasted a little bit of stone there, so I don't have enough anymore. And it should be only 15 that I need, but we'll just grab a couple extra in case I'm off on that as well. All right, to the flowering azalea, I just remembered I'm going to need a hoe crafted. So that's already 2 more stone gone, unless maybe I just make a wooden hoe? I could make a wooden hoe, couldn't I? Is that the best way to go here? Here, give me sticks, and then let's just make one out of wood. Give me this. No. Wood. I think we stick with wood. I know. I wanted to make it out of stone too, but wooden one makes more sense to get the hanging root. I don't need any flowers. And then where's the azalea? There it is. I see it in the distance. Watch the holes. And let's use our boat to get over there quickly. I don't see squid here, so we can't go for the ink sac yet. But that's coming soon. Firefly bush we don't need. And I don't think we need anything from the swamp. It would have been a good place to chop trees for red apple, but there's no red apple on the card. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So do this, and then this. And that's an easy item done. All right, I don't need that anymore. Let's go get ink sac next, because that's the second easiest item on the card that we can go for. There's no sweet berries here that I can see anyway. And then we go underwater. I see squid right here. All right, give me a quick ink sac, somebody. Okay, there we go. That was pretty quick. And then I need iron, but I don't see a good place to go down for iron. Let's actually find something that goes lower, like an actual underwater cave, because I need a lot of iron. A shipwreck would also be very useful. And we have one right here. But it looks like it's the wrong part of the ship. We could go for the buried treasure, I guess. There's not going to be anything in this chest that I want, but I'll check it anyway. Why can't I place... There we go. Carrots, pumpkin, potato, wheat. Yeah, none of this stuff makes sense to me. We don't need it. Because this is the front of the ship, and what I needed was the back of a ship. I thought I saw... Yeah, there's another front ship right there, but that's also not going to be useful. Why couldn't I get one shipwreck that has the back half? I don't know, just kind of unlucky with that, I guess. Let's try this cave here. Maybe? And see if it has any iron in it. Doesn't look good yet. Is there anything that goes low? There's a skeleton, which is always great to see. But I don't see iron here. Yeah, I don't think we want to go there. I can't fight the mobs. And I didn't see any iron anyway. So let's look somewhere else. Someplace that we can do some serious iron mining without getting shot at by skeletons. This looks a lot better right here. And then how low does this go? Well, there is iron here, so I guess we'll just start mining. Yeah, I see quite a few pieces of iron. Not as much as I wanted, but maybe we'll get lucky. We did not get lucky. I got two pieces of iron here. All right, let's move on. Okay, well, we did find a cave, I guess. Yeah, I still only just have 2 iron. Can you guys blow up? Oh, gunpowder? Well, all right, let's put down some furnaces and at least get some stone cooking, first of all. So we'll do this. And hopefully I brought enough tree to do all this smelting and crafting that we need to do. Put some iron in there. Let's grab more iron. And we need to keep feeding the furnace. Okay, we've got, what was that, 4 more? And I see more still. All right, we'll just keep feeding the same furnace over and over again. That's it. Okay. 1 more iron, great. And then I need more than that. So where do we go now? Is there iron under here? There could be. There's gold. That's unexpected. Just looking for more iron. There's more gold. Glow lichen. Okay, there we go. More iron here. We're not even close yet, though, to the total amount of iron that we need. Getting closer. It's not quite there. Is that iron? It is. Okay, and then let's break this and drop in. Yep, okay, I think we picked all that up. We have 6 more iron. And then we should probably make another furnace. Am I done with iron? Because I don't think that I am. There's a diamond, but I can't mine it. There's copper, there's redstone. There we go, iron right there. Now this should be everything that we need. If I can just mine these 2 and maybe get a couple more behind it. It looks like just 2 there. Break this. And then let's go find our furnaces and see how we're doing with the stone, because I don't think we have enough stone smelted yet either. That was weird to take damage on that. All right, this furnace has stopped working, so let's grab the iron out. Put in some more fuel. Okay, we've got stone coming in. Let's put down the crafting table. It's time to make some items, starting with the stone cutter. Give me that stone cutter. And then how much stone do we have cooked? 8 is perfect. I'll take it. Do this. And then, not stone cutter, crafting table. I should be able to make the lodestone now. And then I think I need a minecart chest. No, minecart, and what goes in the minecart? It's a... Oh no. Oh, okay, phew. I thought we used up all of our wood, but no, we have enough for the minecart chest. And then what else did I need? Just the rail. And I have 5 iron. 1 more is cooking. Okay, we're almost done. What's the time? 9 minutes. Oh, it's so slow. It's so slow. Okay, make the rail. And then we are done. 9 minutes. 33 seconds. That was kind of cool. And 95. That's very slow. Very slow, but I guess with all the iron on the card, there just really wasn't much I could do to make it any faster. So I'll take it. I'll take it for this episode of Minecraft Bingo. Let's go back to the lobby. And that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.